apparently. I don't know. Am I live? I don't know anything anymore. Okay, it looks like I am live. Thank you for joining me. I see that we don't have anybody in the room yet, but we will because, people do come to see me for reasons I cannot fathom, but they enjoy it, again, for reasons I cannot fathom. And here we are. This is my Topic Tuesday. Oh, hey, AJ, glad to see you. I'm so glad you are here. You are one of my greatest supporters, and I am glad to be one of your supporters too. Let's see who else. Oh my goodness, we have 3 people and 3 thumbs. I think that's a good ratio there. So anyway, here we are. It's Topic Tuesday. I want to thank everyone who. Hi, Deborah. Glad to see you. I want to thank everybody who came to visit me yesterday when I did my marathon live for Memorial Day. I had to stop and think what the holiday was, and the reason that I did it. But yes, it was Memorial Day yesterday in the U.S., and that's why I did my marathon live. So I'm thankful for everybody who came to visit me yesterday, and I'm thankful for everybody who came here. Hi, Daniel. I'm so glad to see you. So what's going on with everybody? This is my Topic Tuesday, but usually while we are just waiting for people to gather, we talk about, what's on your hook, what's in your cup, what's going on in your life, what's for dinner, where are you, anything you want to bring up. Yes. I want everyone to become acquainted with Daniel because he makes some of the most beautiful yarns you will have ever seen. I have a package that I ordered from him, and I just cannot wait to receive it in the mail. And when you see a new post from me and the topic line is "squee," that's going to be because I'm so excited about the new yarns that I received from Daniel because they're so beautiful. Oh, why? Let's see. What else is going on? What's on your hook, people? What's in your cup? What's going on in your lives? That sort of thing. So I was just in Joe. We all know Joe's Bowling, and I don't even remember the rest of his name, but Joe, who is Dana Triple C's husband, and they are a formidable couple, and they are great to know for anyone who is trying to build a social media presence because their help is invaluable. So anyway, I was just visiting there. What were we talking about? Well, I know what's been on their minds a lot lately is that their eldest daughter is graduating from high school and will be going off to college in the fall. And that I know is heartbreaking for a lot of parents. Heartbreaking at the same time as being heartwarming. It's got to be so complex. But anyway, their daughter is absolutely brilliant academically. I believe that she's also very talented in many different areas, and she's also quite beautiful. Hello, Melissa. Oh, it's a Joe Lord raid. Oh, I'm glad to see that. Hi, Lisa. So if Joe was here, I was just bragging on your behalf about your daughter because she's so brilliant and so talented and so beautiful. And I'm sorry, I just can't help it. I have to do it. Hi, Barbara Batzer. I'm glad to see everybody who is coming in. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. So, as we are still gathering, we usually we do the small talk. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? Where are you? All of that sort of thing. Please share freely. Lisa says she's trying to finish a queen or king size crochet blanket. That is a whole lot of work. That is a lot of stitches right there. Daniel says he's having a salad tonight. I'm so sorry. Because it sounds so boring. I'm sorry. I like salads, but that sounds boring. I like some salads. I like some lettuce. I don't like all lettuce. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hi, AJ. Let's see. Hey again. Rockstar in your cup. Okay, that's a caffeine drink, right? Stitch 6. Oh, it's from the Secret Yarnery. Okay. I just had to turn my phone off. Not surprisingly, my ringtone is The Ride of the Valkyries. So I just had to turn it off because, of course, it rings when I'm going live. That's how things happen. Anyway, hi, Lorley. Let's see. So I think a little earlier today, Daniel was telling me that based on, because he sat up on my, when I did my marathon live yesterday, he was on the panel for a long time. I mean, he deserves a pat on the back and a lot more for that. But he got orders out of that, which I think is wonderful because he has a yarn dyeing company and he makes the most beautiful stuff. So I think you should all go and see it. And Daniel, you are perfectly free to post the link whenever you want. Nightbot will do it for you, but I don't remember the timing of Nightbot. Let's see, anybody else? What's going on with people? Let's see. So, once again, this is, oh, hi, Laura Lee. I'm glad you popped in and out yesterday. I'm always glad to have company, even if it's just popping in and out. I was there for the whole time. I started an hour late because I fell asleep. But I wound up online for 11 hours anyway. And I loved it. I love doing live streams. I think they're fun. And the best part of them, I don't have to edit them because I don't care, you know, what happens in the replay. Unless it's something obviously offensive. But usually I don't have to edit them. So it's very easy. So let's see what's going on. Let's see. Anyway, I didn't really have a prepared topic for today, but since yesterday in the US was Memorial Day, and of course around such holidays, we do have an awful lot of, on social media, we have an awful lot of very, very patriotic material on social media. So I want to ask you for today's topic, what does Memorial Day mean to you? Because I think it's very interesting, especially if you are not in the US. I want to know what you think it means to Americans. And then what, if it has any meaning to you as a non-American. Does that make sense? So hit me. Not literally, but hit me. So, I don't have any. Yes, Daniel, that's a very good, broad, general definition of the day. For most of us, the understanding is that it is giving thanks for those who have given their lives in war in the defense of um, American ideals. Deborah, Memorial Day means honoring and remembering those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country. It does not mean sales, barbecues, or other things. Well, you know what? I agree with you 100%, but at the same time, there's no avoiding it's like the secularization of Christmas, which actually began as a secular or pagan holiday and was co-opted by the early Christians. There's no avoiding it. So I think that I don't think it serves us to really fight against the things like the sales and the barbecues and the stuff, what we see as a diversion of focus. Do you know what I'm saying? I might be offending people, and I'm used to doing that, believe me. But I don't think it serves us to fight against what we see as a diversion of that attention, where we think the attention should be. Let's see, what else? Okay, Nightbot is pretty vocal right now, but most people, well, we don't have a lot of people here in the room right now. But anyway, so I'll just talk about me for a while because I can do that for a long time. I will talk about my posting schedule. Oh, Deborah, yeah. Oh, I understand you, Deborah. Yeah, a happy Memorial Day. That's like wishing somebody a happy Good Friday. You know? It's a contradiction of terms. Exactly, Laura Lee. Even the ones who made it home, they still gave a huge sacrifice. And toward that end, I hope you all saw my interview that posted yesterday with Josh, whose channel is called Combat Crochet. And he has used crochet to deal with his own PTSD issues and has been teaching other vets crochet to try to help them. Hi, Linda. Glad to see you. Oh, hi, Cecily Pad. I'm not going to even try to say your name. But I'm glad to see you. Oh, Deborah, I'm glad you liked it. Oh, hi, Lori. Always glad to see you. But anyway, yes. I mean, I am acutely aware of the sacrifices people make in defense of this country, and I would never, ever wish to diminish that. At the same time, I am also acutely aware of this sort of hyper patriotism that we see socially, and that's what I find offensive. It's that over the top patriotism that particularly, we saw it a lot after 9/11. And it's like, it's sort of offensive. When I grew up, we learned about the flag, but we also learned flag etiquette. And people have forgotten flag etiquette. They really have. And I see things that offend me every day. But I don't really talk about it because it sounds like I'm saying, oh, hey, Dana, glad to see you. We're talking about Memorial Day. And we are talking about the true interpretation of Memorial Day and a shallow interpretation of Memorial Day. And I guess it doesn't really matter what sort of interpretation it is. And so I shouldn't be judgmental. I shouldn't be judgmental about everything or anything, because God knows I could be judged about just about every area of my life. But, there are things that you learn and you see people not respecting. Exactly, Laura Lee. I love that phrase. Respectful disrespect. Yeah. It's I'm going to offend people with this. People worship the flag more than freedom. The way that people worship the Bible more than they worship God. And I'm not going to say anything else about that. Oh, I probably will. But I've probably offended everyone, and you're all going to leave now. But exactly, Lori. We were taught when we were kids that sort of thing, the Stars and Stripes, flip-flops, and bikinis, were absolutely inappropriate and not proper use of the flag. Freaky Geek, you can be offended at whatever you want to be offended at, and you can be unoffended as much as you want. But I've said my piece. I have said my piece. I don't want to go on and on about this, but I do feel strongly about it, and I know that it offends people, and I want those people to look at why it offends them. Crush Deborah says, exactly, Deborah. Exactly. Oh my God, I am so behind that comment. She says that the same people who are offended when people kneel at the national anthem instead of standing are the same people who have flag shorts, flag bikini briefs, flag bra tops, flag this and flag that, and that. Don't get me started. Anyway. Oh, hey, Mama J-Way. Exactly, Freaky Geek. I mean, what's wrong with tidy whities? Anyway. And there are people who... Okay. Let's talk about puppies. Let's talk about puppies. Let's talk about puppies. Puppies are cute. We love puppies. Puppies. Hi, Divergent Crafter. Oh, Laura says, yes, you have to have respect for whatever people choose as a representation. in my day, about 100 years ago, um, they taught us that kind of flag etiquette in school. They taught us the story behind the Star Spangled Banner as a text. I mean, and that tune was actually a popular, I think it was a pub song at the time, and then it was adapted to the text of the Star Spangled Banner. They taught us those things, and I don't think young people today get that. Dana says Joe says the only dog she can get is a hot dog. I love hot dogs, actually, but I love real puppies even more. Actually, I also love hush puppies. I eat hush puppies. I don't eat real puppies. I cuddle real puppies. Well, Lori, when I said tidy whities, that was basically a metaphor. Divergent said, "Oh, you have a boxer and a boxer mix. The comedians of the dog world. Oh my goodness. I'll bet you could post some wonderful videos of those dogs." I loved hush puppies when I was a kid. I think the brand is still around. I'm not sure about that. I loved them. Ah! 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 How they got the dogs onto the feet. Yeah, that's cute. I loved hush puppies. I think the brand is still around. Hello, Barbara. 3 baby chihuahuas. Oh my goodness. Send me pictures. I want to see. Oh my goodness. I just might. This week might be the week. I might go out. I might find myself a rescue dog to adopt and surprise my sister. And I know it's going to totally overwhelm me, but this might be the week. Baby chihuahuas. Oh my goodness. Do you guys know Hook Crochet Sandy? She has a baby mini penny. Such a cute little thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And there are websites that have live puppy cams where you can watch puppies 24 hours a day. What could be better? Oh, that's the tragedy with dogs. They don't live as long as we do. Oh my goodness. Exactly, Freaky Geek. Yes. Yes. I just might do that this week. Although if I sit on the floor, I might not ever get up again. But I understand what you're saying. Laura Lee has a Maltipoo. My ex's sister and her husband adopted I think it was a Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso mix that they had found as a rescue dog. So of course I called it a Lhasa or a Poozalot, something like that, and everybody loved it. And such a sweet little dog it was. Oh my goodness, I miss that dog. I miss the dog more than I miss the sister. Don't tell her I said that. Exactly, Dana. If only we could keep them. As long as we want. I was talking to one of my neighbors whom I had not met before. She was walking her dog, and I just complimented the dog because he was really quite a beautiful dog. And she told me he was 14 years old. And he was, I think, a German Shepherd mix. So, so beautiful. But she's a widow. She has one son, and he's grown and on his own. So she has the dog now. But you know, that's what happens. They don't laugh. They don't live as long as we do, and that's awful. Why did I say let's talk about puppies? Let's go back to horror movies or something. Something that I hate. I don't know. Exactly, Divergent. I still grieve for the dog we had when I was a kid. We had her for 21 years. And we got her by accident. Someone, I think, had bought her from a pet store. She was a purebred miniature schnauzer, which is why, of course, I love schnauzers and miniature schnauzers. And someone had bought her to give as a gift, and then found out that that was not going to work. So that person just gave her to my dad, and he brought her home. And instantly we had our companion who stayed with us for 21 years. I don't know, that might not be correct, because I was 21 when she died. So that means she stayed with us for maybe 13, 14 years. I don't know. But still, I get misty when I think about her, and it breaks my heart that we don't have enough pictures of her. Freaky Geek says, let's bash the mean people. No, bashing hurts, or bashing helps no one. It doesn't help them, it doesn't help us. Even if it's a diversion, it doesn't help us in the end. Freaky Geek says, you're one of the crazy people, so am I. Lorelei says, I've only watched one horror show. Oh my god. When I think it was my first year in college, I would go with my friends wherever they wanted to go. And we went to movies that still haunts me to this day. That I cannot watch that kind of movie. Slasher movies. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just awful. I cannot abide any kind of violence, any kind of bloodshed. I mean, even from the other room, hearing screaming or explosions or gunshots on the TV, because my sister watches a lot of TV. It just disturbs me, and I have to go and retreat. Why? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Deborah, I completely understand. Yeah. I mean, when they're with you that long. I mean, there is the line of thought that says that they're there to prepare heaven for you, because they will tell God what they think of you, and it's your job to live up to it. And I think that is a very noble goal, to live up to what your dog thinks of you. Oh, hey, J Hook, I'm glad to see you. Oh, that's okay, Divergent. It's just that they don't appeal to me. I know that other people have their own tastes. I just can't do them. I don't judge people who can. I just want nothing to do with them. Okay, who else is here? We have 11 people in the room and 13 thumbs. Isn't that lovely? So, anyway, the original topic for the day, because yesterday was Memorial Day here in the U.S., and we have seen in the past week an awful lot of very patriotic stuff in social media. What, if you're American, what does Memorial Day mean to you? And if you're not American, what do you think it means to us Americans? Let's see. J-Hook is going to have dinner. Oh, I'm really glad you stopped in, J-Hook. That's just lovely. Moral stories. Divergent Crafter is comparing animals to moral stories, and it's true. But the animals, at least the domestic animals that do bad things, reflect their owners. So, there was a case a couple years ago where I think it was a pit bull, one of the other what they call bully breeds, which I think is a silly phrase, actually attacked a neighbor and wound up killing her. The dog was put down, and the neighbor, the owner of the dog, I don't recall exactly how it all came out, but I don't think the owner was punished severely enough, because it's the same as if you have a child. If your child kills someone, you're responsible. If your dog kills someone, it's responsible. Oh, Daniel says his dog just sleeps. That's a great dog. His dog is so beautiful. If you have not seen his dog, oh, go to his website, order his yarn, and look at the pictures of his dog. So, I love the videos of funny puppies, because puppies can be very funny. Okay, Lori says about Memorial Day, it's a reminder that there is a steep price for the freedoms that we say we enjoy. Laura, your language. You said it was a pain in your patoot. I don't allow language like that in this room. Actually, I do. Wow, a lot stronger language than that. I usually use a lot stronger language than that. But I think it's funny. Very, very steep. I remember, I think it might have been 2004, and someone told me about a discussion he was having with a coworker about the election that year, and he brought up the Iraq War, and he said that his coworker actually said out loud, "But nobody cares about that." And I'm going, well, hell, yeah. The families of all the people who are serving over there and who have fallen over there care a whole lot about that. Not to mention all of the families of people who live over there, whether they're Americans or not. They care a whole lot about that. I think that it's easy for Americans to lose sight. And to become extremely boastful and prideful and idolatrous. And I'm going to say it again, idolatrous over what they think the flag means. And more puppies. We need more puppies. Oh, Divergent has lost a few friends in the past few years to war. Ingrid, I'm really happy to see you here. VJ, Freaky Geek says something. So, I mean, I'm accustomed to offending people with my opinions, and that's okay. That is okay. Yes, Laura. Yes. No one comes back from war unchanged. Even at home, we don't go through war unchanged. And I'm quite sure that you took very good care of your son's friend. And I hope that he's doing okay now. Oh my goodness. Lori says she might get a Jack Russell Terrier soon. Oh my, I hope you have a lot of energy. Put those sons of yours to work. I don't even know what zillennial means. Oh, okay. Oh, zillennial means a decade before millennial. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Blind Stitches. Yeah, we're just upsetting people here today. So listen in. Yes, Deborah, I agree completely. I think it is the job of the school system, and it's probably true everywhere. It's one of the jobs of the school systems is to create good little citizens, and that includes teaching them what it is thought they should know, teaching them attitudes it is thought they should have. And ones who grow older and learn to think for themselves and question the dominant paradigm, who not not coincidentally, who are often outside of the whole dominant paradigm, the whole image of what it should be, in one way or another. They're the ones who start thinking outside the box. They're the ones who get, sometimes they get the grief for thinking for themselves, stating opinions that might not be popular in that time or place. It is what it is. Oh, freaky geek, every system is broken. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Exactly, exactly. Exactly, Divergent. Exactly. I mean, we say that we're dedicated to freedom until you step on my toes. And we have this whole not in my backyard culture going on too. So let's talk about puppies. I love puppies. I might get a puppy this week. I haven't told anyone else. I might get a puppy this week. Daniel agrees. I think it happens everywhere. The school systems, one of no matter where you are, one of the missions of any kind of institutional school system is to create good little citizens. And by good, we mean compliant. Let's see, have I missed anything else? Oh, Lori, I think that's wonderful. Oh, if I didn't love you already, I would love you even more for that statement. Exactly, Deborah. We didn't learn about things. I don't even know what the Tulsa Massacre is. I have only a vague knowledge of Juneteenth. That's why I did not want to do my next marathon live on June 19th, because I knew it was Juneteenth and I don't have a full understanding of it. I'm doing it on June 20th, which is Father's Day, which brings up its own issues. So, what do we have going on here? Yes, yes, Divergent. Exactly. Let's talk about puppies. I know. Let's get a puppy for Dana and Joe. Because Joe is resistant, but you know as soon as he gets a puppy in his hands, he will never let it go. Because you know how Joe is. So, what kind of puppy should we get them? Do you think it should be a big, energetic dog? Well, Daniel, do you think Oslo would like to have a little companion? Daniel's dog Oslo is so cute. I'm probably not saying it right. It's the capital of Norway, but oh, may lie. Oh, I can just see Joe with a husky. Yeah. Oh, hi, Nadine. Glad to see you here. Yeah. Let's get Joe and Dana a puppy, because they're losing a child. They're gonna gain a puppy. because their daughter has grown up and is going out into the world. She's going to college in the fall, and we know that it breaks their hearts. We do, because we know them. They are dealing with it very well, and they know that their job as parents is to prepare their children to be adults. And I think they have done a good job. At the same time, I still want to teach them. Oh, well, Daniel, do you ever take him to like a dog park or something like that where he can run and play with other dogs? Or didn't you tell me he was nervous around other dogs sometimes? Lori. Exactly, Lori. Exactly. And people don't always understand that. People look at it from a lens that is colored with their own experience and their own limited views. But so I think we need to get Joe and Dana a puppy. Oh, well, what does he do? Does he like to go out? Do you have a backyard or any kind of a space where he can just roam and smell the fresh air and do his business? Daniel? Oh, Ingrid lost her puppy 2 years ago. Of course you still mourn her. Of course. It's so hard. It's like the idea that sometimes people, usually with good intentions, will say something about like, even if you lose a child, people will say, well, you can have another. I think that is the stupidest thing you could ever say. But I'm sure that's what people have said to you, Ingrid, about your puppy. And it's not the same. When you are ready, you will be able to bring another being into your life, but not until then. Oh my goodness, it seems like the chat is moving quickly right now. Hi Proverbs, hi VJ. And Daniel says that they have a back garden for their little dog to use, but otherwise he doesn't like to go on walkies, which is a shame because you meet your neighbors that way. Oh, Daniel, in the same situation, they'd get more than a slap from me. To quote Mrs. Slocum, they'd soon feel the rough edge of my tongue. Do you know what? When we get off of here at 3 o'clock, which is fast approaching, I want you all to go to see Brenda at Brenda the Newbie Crocheter when we're done. But at 3 o'clock when we get, oh, hi, Granny D. When we get off of here, I just might go and look to find out what kind of dogs are available for adoption near me. Okay. Exactly, Ingrid. Exactly. You lost your husband, and people don't say, well, get another one. But when you lose a dog, people say, well, get another one. Sometimes your dog will be with you longer than your husband. Will probably be a lot more faithful. So, yeah, exactly. People just don't always understand. Oh, oh. Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in, Barb. I'm glad you're here. Ah, oh my goodness gracious. Exactly, Barb. You cannot replace one with another. Let's see. I just wonder, I'm sure, whenever I open my mouth, I say things, I speak my mind, and some people like what I say and some people don't. And that's life. And I live with that. And it's okay. So if people have left this room because of things that I have said or things that other people have said, that's okay. I have left other people's rooms for the very same reason. And it's okay. But at least for now, we live in a place where we can do such things and state our opinions freely. God only knows how long that's going to last. Oh, Divergent, that sounds wonderful. There's a poem that is a dog point of view from the Rainbow Bridge, asking you to rescue, to heal your heart. Oh, wow. That sounds beautiful. Hi, Deborah. Deborah says, oh, the Rainbow Bridge poem. Exactly. Some of those things. I have a confession to make. I was once on a date with someone and I knew he had lost a dog within the past 12 months and was still grieving. I bought a kitty book about grieving for dogs, and I did it for manipulative reasons, and I still feel awful about having done that. I think it might have helped him process his grief a little more. It was a children's book about dogs in heaven. All dogs go to heaven, that sort of thing. I don't even remember the name of it. But I knew he was grieving, so I bought the book and presented it to him. Because at the time, I wanted to be manipulative. I hope I am not the same person today that I was then, because I am not proud of that action at all. But we were friends. We stayed friends. And he's a lovely, lovely guy. I mean, the only reason we didn't have a relationship was the geography thing. I always wound up attracted to people who were geographically unavailable. Which means I was always attracted to people who were unavailable, period. And when I finally allowed myself to accept people who were available, I found the wonderful guy that I spent 14 years with. He's still wonderful. We are still friends. We are just no longer partners. I did not mean to get this serious. Anyway, it is 2:55. Let me just post Brenda's link again, because we are all going over to Brenda's link at 3 o'clock. We love Brenda with all of our hearts because she's wonderful. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody who has joined me for this long. And you know, it's been a lovely experience. I'm sort of raving because I'm still recovering from yesterday's live stream. And don't forget, tomorrow I go live again. Oh my God. For my Wednesday free-for-all at 6 o'clock, immediately following Granny D. And then on Thursdays, I do Whip Thursdays because I can never get around to doing a Whip Wednesday. And that's live at 4:30. Fridays, I usually have tutorials. I do have one that is uploaded and scheduled for Friday. Saturdays, I do Shout-Out Saturdays. I have been doing those live lately. Sundays, I do Sunday readings of poetry because I love poetry, and you should too. Yes, you should too. Mondays, I have my Monday Men series of interviews with men in yarn, and then we come back to Tuesdays for more Topic Tuesdays. So I look forward to seeing you. Hi, Brenda. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all throughout the week in people's lives, in my lives, and you know, as we interact. I think that we all love each other and want the best for everybody here. I was going to say something else. You know, the standard: like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that standard YouTube crap. I will let you go so that you can go over to see Brenda. Oh, by the way, Brenda made that sign for me, and it's beautiful, isn't it? Go see Brenda. Bye-bye. Keep coming back.